I'm here in Donauwörth, a small German town in Bavaria, and it's everything you would want a Bavarian town to be. It's historically significant. The buildings are beautiful. There's a dolls museum here, and at the top of the hill is the church where there is a piece of the cross that allegedly came from the time of the Crusaders. It is everything you would want from Bavaria. And so here, in her infinite wisdom, Angela Merkel decided to place a migrant hotspot that is now an Anker centre, the Anker centre for migrants at Donauwörth. So this pretty little German town is the town that Angela Merkel decided in her infinite wisdom to turn into an Anker centre. It's a place that migrants are placed inside whilst they wait a decision on whether they're going to be deported or whether they're going to be granted asylum. But I think one of the things that we notice every time with migrants is they typically hang together in large groups. And for people that live in the town here, and for Bavarian locals, I think it's one of the very intimidating things, is this lack of integration between the migrants that are put in the Anker Centre here and the local population themselves. I'm here at the Anker Centre, which is one of the centres. There's 7 here in Bavaria, and basically they've come about as a compromise agreement. There was a kind of a massive fight in Parliament between Merkel's Interior Minister, Horst Seehofer, and Merkel. In fact, it nearly collapsed the government, and the result of it was these Anker centres. And they're basically about keeping migrants in one place while a decision is made. Will they be allowed to stay or will they be deported? For most of the individuals here in these Anker centres, they will be deported, but it's a question of when, to where, by whom. And the other thing that's really interesting about these Anker centres, of course, is that they are quite comfortable. They're given food, they're given accommodation, they get lessons in German and other languages, and they're also given about €95 a month. There's about 650 migrants in this Anker centre. And one of the things I think that's most interesting from a political perspective is the sign, which if we take a look at over the road, now clearly says Anker. It says Anker Centre Donauwörth. It used to say First Line Reception Centre. So in 2015, when about 1 million migrants came through Bavaria, this is where they ended up. But to please the Interior Minister, to save Merkel's government, it's now become an Anker centre where people can be here as long as 18 months before perhaps being deported to the first country that they arrived in when they fled Africa or other countries in the Middle East. I am here to bring you the news that the mainstream media won't. To join me in my reports, go to rebelbavaria.com, and if you can help chip in with any of our costs just to cover our basics expenses, I'd really appreciate it. Go to rebelbavaria.com.